Moving on, the G20 Delhi Declaration has paved the roadmap for countries to boost the startup ecosystem. After the summit, India and Saudi Arabia announced an initiative known as the StartUp Bridge to facilitate the needs of entrepreneurs and investors in the space. My colleague Abhimanyu Sharma caught up with Prince Fahad bin Mansour, the chairman of Saudi Startup Group, for Group 20 on this initiative. Take a look.
We are joined by Prince Fahad bin Mansour, chairman of the Saudi Startup Group 20. Thanks for speaking with CNBC-TV18. The announcement made today, how do you look at it from the larger perspective of India-Saudi trade relations?
Today we have seen the announcement of the Startup Bridge between Saudi and India. I believe this is a great start for the bilateral partnership between both countries. This platform will not only be digital, it will be also physical. They will have offices in India and in Saudi Arabia to facilitate all of the needs and deals between entrepreneurs and investors to make it easier for them to do business in both countries.
We are looking at the fact that India and Saudi Arabia share a long civilizational relationship, and that has been only deepening in the past few years. We have seen an increasing trade, and now we are also looking at the possibility of a trade deal between India and GCC. How are things shaping like? What are the kind of expectations you are looking at?
We have seen in the G20 the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Prince Mohammed bin Salman, announced about the bridge between India, Saudi, Middle East and Europe. I believe this is going to be a historical bridge which can be called a modern bridge between these continents, and I'm happy to see Saudi leading this initiative with India.
My final question to you: we have seen energy trade increasing between India and Saudi Arabia. Can you shed some light on how energy deals, how more trade is going to deepen partnerships in the years to come? What kind of new startups and initiatives can we look at when we speak of both these countries? Because we also understand there is an economic corridor involved now, which was announced yesterday.
I believe there is a lot of things that we can imagine. Today, when we talk about startups and entrepreneurs, today we see that the small and medium enterprises, they are 80% of the GDP of countries. So what we want to do is we want to grow this relationship between both countries so we can share the success and the results that are going to come out of it. I'm sure there is a lot of companies from India that would like to expand into Saudi or relocate, as well as companies from Saudi that would like to be in India. And I believe if we just focus on this will be a great amount of value that is not calculated today. However, we will definitely see this partnership increasing this value between both countries.
Thanks for speaking with CNBC TV18. Thank you.
Well, with that, it's a wrap on this edition of Startup.